So go to chapter 22, the end of unit 1, I think.
Yeah.
Business choices. So when we talk about business choices, we're talking about business decisions. So that means businesses have to take decisions. That means they need to choose a path that they want to follow. That is what business choice is about. So let's scroll down and see. The first thing we have to talk about is opportunity cost. Entrepreneurs and other business decision makers are frequently faced with choices. There are often a number of alternative ways of using resources. As a result, businesses have to make a choice about which way to use them. Such choices are common in life and are faced by individuals, businesses, and the government. So for individuals, the individuals have to choose how to spend their limited budgets. So it's always a limited budget because every now and then we desire more. Every now and then things we buy, we always want to buy more, and we don't have unlimited budget. So that means we can only spend what we have in our pockets. If that is done, we need to find more. We need to seek for more income to be able to buy more. So we are always faced with choices. Do you get the point there? That's based on our income. So we can only spend on what we have, which is income. That is for individuals. For businesses, they have to choose between spending on advertisements, retaining their workforce, thinking about investment in technology. They have to make a choice too. They can't do everything at a time. So businesses also are faced with choices on what to do next. Which one is more important for them? Okay. Governments will also think. There's always an opportunity cost for governments to either they spend more on education and stop spending on healthcare, or to spend more on infrastructure, to spend less on healthcare or education. So government is also faced with choices. I think the 3 points are clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about the opportunity cost. And I think you know what opportunity cost is. This choosing the next best alternative that is forgone. That is clear about opportunity cost. So we go on to non-monetary opportunity cost. Are you there? Okay. Opportunity cost can quite often be measured in monetary terms. In the above example, like the one we talked about, they are all about monetary terms.
Yeah.
Spending on your money, you are spending your income, you are spending on capital equipment, or you are spending on investments, or you are public financing. Maybe you are public financing infrastructure, public financing healthcare, public financing education. They are all monetary terms, but we have opportunity cost when it comes to non-monetary. So let's read anyway. The business might be able to calculate the value of the extra output generated by the worker after retraining. However, there may also be non-monetary or intangible benefits of staff retraining. So for example, many workers may feel more confident in their work, and as a result, they may be happier and more content. This may improve productivity further. However, such improvements, I'm reading towards the end here. However, such improvements, although real, would be very difficult to measure in monetary terms. Opportunity cost may also be difficult to quantify because such costs are incurred in the future, and the future is so difficult to predict. Opportunity cost can sometimes be personal. For example, an entrepreneur might try to invest profits in the business at the expense of a family holiday. So before we go further, when it comes to non-monetary opportunity cost, this comes as a result of things that we cannot measure. They are intangible, like the benefit of training. So the benefit of training is that you become multi-skilled. You can do more tasks. This, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
But if you are not trained, then you won't be multitask. You won't have the flexibility to do things. That is the opportunity cost there. It is non-monetary, which you cannot measure it. And they talked about the future, decisions you take about the future. The future is not predictable.
Yes.
So you don't have a monetary value of what happens in the future. So these are examples of non-monetary opportunity cost. Like they make the example here, if a business owner or an entrepreneur might think of investing profits into the business rather than using it for family holiday. So your families might not be happy with regarding that.
Yes.
Do you understand? So they said, so look at what they said. The opportunity cost of this decision might be overwork and disappointed children, which might be felt by the whole family. Clearly, increased happiness and a greater sense of well-being are additional factors that may contribute to opportunity cost. So as an entrepreneur, you have decided that, oh, I am not going to spend time with the children. I'm not going to take them on vacation. I would rather put this money back into the business. So yeah, the opportunity cost is the family that you have left that might feel disappointed about your attitude. Do you understand?
Yes.
So these are also what we call opportunity cost. So now we go to business choices and trade-offs. I think opportunity cost is clear now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
We go to business choice and trade-offs. Note, for opportunity cost is not the same as trade-off. Opportunity cost is just what you are giving up to get what you need or what you want. What you gave up something to get what you want. That's an opportunity cost. But when it comes to trade-off, it is not the same. For trade-off, it means you giving up one thing for something else to come in. That is trade-off.
Mhm.
Do you get it?
Yes.
You gave up one thing in return of another. It's different from giving up something because of what you want. So giving up something because of what you want is an alternative. But giving up something in return of something else, that is about decision that you have taken. Do you get it? So businesses, there are business choices here. So the business, you have decided to give up something to get the result of another result. That is trade-off. But choosing from the next alternative for gone, that is opportunity cost. So you gave up what you gave up something to get something you want. That is opportunity cost.
That's a trade-off.
No, opportunity cost.
You give-
What you give up to get what you want. What you give up to get what you want.
Okay.
What you give up is an opportunity cost. You gave it up because of what you wanted, right? That's opportunity cost. But when it comes to trade-off, it's about compromising two desirable things, but they have conflicting options. There are two desires, but they have conflicting options. That's why we call it giving up one thing in the return of another. Giving up one thing in return of another.
Okay.
Do you get the difference here?
Yes.
Are they the same? They are not the same. Opportunity cost means you are choosing from the next best alternative. That's opportunity
Yeah.
cost. You choose. That means you gave up what you gave up what you get for what you want. Do you understand? That is opportunity cost. But for trade-off, it means you gave up something in return of another. In return, you are not choosing here. In as much as you stop doing this, something else will come in. That is trade-off.
Mhm.
So you have to stop this. You have to forget about this to get that result. That is trade-off.
Can you give an example of trade-off? Yes.
Okay. Instead of for trade-off,
Mhm.
you decide not to go to a market because some people will invite you for concerts.
Yeah.
You decide not to go to that market because someone is going to invite you for concerts.
Okay. Concept.
Yeah, for concert, maybe musical concerts.
Yeah. So
Do you see?
Yeah.
So you have paved way for something that is coming. That is, you have made a choice. So you've paved way for something that is coming. That is a trade-off. But if you choose a concert instead of a market, that is opportunity cost. You choose a concert instead of a market, that is opportunity cost.
So if you choose an action, that's opportunity cost. Because if you choose an action,
You made an action, you made a choice here
yes.
for something else to come in. That is trade-off. You choose this. The one you didn't choose is the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
get it?
Yes. Yes.
For trade-off, whatever you have decided upon will give you another result. So I decided not to go to school because I want to have that so that this can come. So I'm supposed to go to school 8 o'clock. I won't be going at 8 o'clock. I will miss school at 8 o'clock, but something else is coming.
Mm.
Do you
That's
get it
a
now?
trade-off. Okay.
That's a trade-off. Is it clear now?
Yes.
All right. So the difference between opportunity cost and trade-off is there. For opportunity cost, like I wrote here, I said, what you give up to get what you want. That's opportunity cost. But for trade-off, it is giving up one thing in return of another. Giving up one thing in return of another. That is trade-off. But for opportunity cost, you give up you give up something for what you want. Oh, I have A and B. I'm just going to give up A to choose B.
Because you want to.
Yes, that is opportunity cost.
Mm.
Is it clear now?
Yes.
All right, so we move on. Well, I have to I will grab one. For trade-off, they said, okay, businesses have to make countless decisions, and decision makers are frequently faced with trade-offs. This means that opting for one choice involves compromising another. For example, a company that prides itself on attention to detail must often sacrifice the speed of production. If a business wants to build up stock, it must sacrifice cash. There are many such examples in business. One very important trade-off is that between risk and reward. It is often necessary to take bigger risk in order to receive higher rewards. However, with high risk, there is the danger of large losses. So yes, the best example you can use here is risk and reward. So taking high risk might bring about high reward.
Yes.
So if you don't want high risk, if you have taken a decision to choose a low risk, you should be expecting a low reward.
Yes.
So do you get the point now?
Yeah.
So here they said, however, with high risk, there is danger of larger losses too. So for example, it was reported in the media that, okay, so basically we're just going to talk about risk and reward, which simply talks about taking high risk for high reward or taking low risk for low reward. That is the point. So if you want more profit, you have to take more risk. So look at the table here. The high risk is here. It's for high risk taker and they have high profits. And if you are a risk averse or a low risk person, you have low reward too.
Yeah.
And if you are in between, you have it in between. They have direct relationship, yes. So initially, one important decision for an entrepreneur is whether to set up a business in the first place. The benefit of running your own business may include one, independence, as owners are in complete control and are free to make all decisions. So the first decision you think about as the owner of a business, as an entrepreneur, is the decision to start up the business. And if you are doing that, it means you forget about getting salary or getting paid from employment. That's why you have chosen your business. You get the first point here. The second reason is that there's flexibility, as owners have to choose a life balance. So when you are an employee, your employer chooses how they want you to work.
Yes.
But as an entrepreneur, you choose the way you want to work. The chance to make more money than might be earned in employment. If your business succeeds, you're going to make more, and all profit is kept by you. Or if your employer makes profit, if they want to share profit here, they might. And it's not compulsory. Job satisfaction and sense of achievement in building something from nothing. As the owner of a business, whatever happens, if the business succeeds, you know you started it and it is where it is right now. Just like my YouTube channel, I started from zero and this is where it is right now. That's a sense of achievement. You get it? But if it's someone's own and I'm working with it,
yeah,
it's not my achievement.
Yes.
That's the point they're making there. The chance of becoming rich, that is if your business succeeds. But you cannot be richer than your employer.
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay.
Is it clear? So, however, there's a trade-off. Many entrepreneurs leave their jobs to set up a business. They give up financial security that a regular salary from employment often provides. So this is what we call trade-off. So we are giving up. We choose not to be employed to start our business, right? Starting my business means I won't be getting anything from employment benefits.
Yeah.
So that's the trade-off. I think trade-off is clear better now.
Okay, yeah. Now it's better.
The results you get is about the trade-off. It's a compromise. So the result you get is the trade-off. It's not the same as you choose one ahead of another. Choosing one ahead of another is opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Choosing one ahead of another is opportunity cost. Making a decision about something, bringing another result is a trade-off. Okay, great. Owners of small, okay. Yeah, okay. However, there's trade-off. Many entrepreneurs leave their jobs. Yes, I said that already. Employment may also offer health insurance, employee pensions, holiday park, and sick leave. Running the business is also very challenging for the following. Okay, so all these things you'll be missing out on because you have decided to start your own business. Do you get it?
Yes.
So running the business is also very challenging for the following reasons. So what are the reasons why it's difficult to run a business? One, owners of small businesses are responsible for all day-to-day operations, unless they have a reliable and trustworthy assistant. They have to be available whenever the business is open. So one of the problems you have as an entrepreneur is that you have to be present every now and then, except if you have somebody that is reliable, somebody you can trust, which is rare. It's a rare case. One. Two, the demand of running a business may result in lack of free time. Like, because you're always going to be there. You have to be punctual. So it means there's not going to be free time for you. It's possible.
Yeah.
Except when the business, succeeded and you start employing more workers. Three, business owners need a variety of skills to be successful. You need to be master of all, because at the initial stage, you won't have the financial capability to employ skilled managers. So you have to be skilled.
Yeah.
The fourth one, if owners operate as sole trader, they have unlimited liability. This means the personal assets are not protected if the business starts to run off debts. So, as if it's a small business, you are the owner of the business, whatever happens to the business can affect your personal property or assets. Is it clear? Potential entrepreneurs would have to give these trade-offs. Okay, they make different examples of trade-offs here. Firms often have to consider the trade-off between holding liquid assets and investing more in productive assets. So these are examples of trade-off. Either you keep money and you don't have stocks, or you choose to buy stocks and you don't have money to pay your creditors. So these are trade-offs. I think it's clear. So potential entrepreneurs would have to give these trade-offs serious consideration. So whatever trade-offs we have to take, the point is that it's a decision that has to be taken, but you have to seriously consider which one you have to take. I think it's clear. So now we have to weigh up trade-offs. To weigh up trade-offs, it means we want to confirm if this decision we are taking is better than the result that is coming from that. We've decided, right? So that decision we've taken, this is what we want to do, and this is not going to come to us. So this that is not coming to us, is it not beneficial? Is it not beneficial than this that we want to do? Do you get it? We have decided on this.
Okay.
Is this more beneficial? The result of this more beneficial than the result we are supposed to get from that?
Okay.
That is what we're talking about. So how are we going to be able to know that? The first thing we need to do is to obtain information. Because when we have information, it gives us clarity. We have data. So this data could come from maybe past events or whatever it is. But the information we get will let us to know the advantages and disadvantages of each one. Then weigh it up to see which one has more advantage than another. Okay. Two, balance short-term with long-term. So are you trying to give up whatever you are giving up now? Is it about long-term or short-term? If the decision is about long-term, then you can forget. If your aim is about long-term, then you can forget about the benefit of the short-term. But if your decision is about, if the aim is about short-term, you forget about the benefit of long-term. Okay. Do you get it? This is where we talk about internal rate of return, IRR. IRR talks about thinking about the benefit of now than thinking about the benefit of the future. Do you understand? Yes. And the last one is measure support. How do you measure support? You need people, those that you are working with, the experts. What do they say about it? How many are in support of that decision? How many are against that decision? That could allow you to know which choice you have to make. Is it clear? Yes. So for trade-offs, you need to obtain information, you need to balance short-term with long-term, and you have to measure support. Oh, those that you think that are experts are supporting the motion, then maybe you go for it or not. Yes. Is it clear? Yeah. Any question about it? So that ends the chapter, right? Mm-hmm. So, okay, that was the end for this. So that was about business choices. Thank you. Unit 1 ended. You can quickly go and check those people.